I thought today's game was, the first half, the first probably 7 to 8 minutes, I thought we competed. Then we had some live ball turnovers, what we talked about. We kind of, self-inflicted turnovers and some missed rebounds. They shot well, but I still thought we had a chance to stay in the game. I thought, we missed a lot of chippies. We missed a dunk. We got to make those. Just a lot of things that, when you're playing against a team like this, you can't give those points away. You got to be able to, make those and keep it close. And I thought the second half, even though the score was, pretty much, 10, 15 points the whole second half, I thought we played a little more energy, a little bit more freedom. I thought we, tried to get the ball inside. I thought we tried to attack. We made some shots, which, no matter what is, that was, I thought JJ played well. It's good to see, but just got to play better. You got to play for 40 minutes. You can't come down here and play against Clemson and not play for 40 minutes. We knew that. We talked about that, and we didn't do that. Questions?
Adrian, why do the turnovers, especially the live ball ones that you mentioned, why do they continue to happen?
I think we had a couple from the post where they take one more dribble, all right, and now, they've already rotated already. And typically the guy that's cutting is our low guy, because it's either, Eddie or Jair. The times that we pass it out, we got clean shots. So I think we hold the ball too much. They take one extra dribble. We talked about that. And then sometimes, we feel that we can make, cross-court passes, which I don't understand why we do that, but we do. I thought a couple of those turnovers, that was kind of separated in the first half.
Coach, you had shot clock violations on each of the last two possessions in the first half. Where do you think the offense went wrong in those last few minutes?
Didn't move. We talked about moving. We talked about, Clemson's going to guard you, as soon as you get over half court. So, everybody has to be moving. A lot of times it's going to be our bigger guys, being able to, release and try to move. And they didn't do it. They didn't do what we talked about. You can't stand there and post up. Right? You can't stand there and post up. And then some of our offensive players, when you're coming off these handoffs, you got to turn the corner. We just went side to side. So a lot of it, again, was us being selfish. I give, credit to Clemson. They're a good defensive team, but a lot of it in that first half, I thought was us. Not being aggressive, not cutting back door, not flashing, not moving with the pace that we talked about in practice all week.
Coach, on the defensive end, you guys got off to a pretty solid start in that first little break. Was it the turnovers, or was it some Clemson adjustment that kind of led to their offense picking up?
No, I think it was some of our turnovers. I think we missed a couple of rebounds, and they got a couple of second chance points. But I thought our offense affected our defense. I thought our turnovers, all right, affected our defense.
Chase Hunter really got going at the end of that first half. Is there something that you saw defensively that went wrong, or eventually a guy like that's going to make the shots again?
He's a very good player. Like, you're not, you could try to make him work. He's a very good player. We tried to stay connected to him. We talked about that a couple of times. We did not, he got open. And he's a very efficient player, so he doesn't need a lot of shots to do what he needs to do, and you got to stay attention to him. He doesn't. They kind of lulls you to sleep a little bit. We talked about that. You always have to be ready and be moving. And I thought we lost him a couple of times, and I got him going.
Is there something about the way Clemson plays defense that bogs the offense down, or is the lack of movement really self-inflicted?
Well, obviously all five guys can play defense. They're connected. Again, they did a really good job, but again, the first half, I thought a lot of it was us in that little stretch. I just thought we didn't move. I just thought we didn't flash. I didn't think we made the right reads. I think one time we had a backdoor cut. We dribbled around, had a layup, we passed it back out. We just didn't do the things that you need to do. We had our opportunities to keep this game, going into halftime pretty close, and we just didn't cash in on those opportunities.
Coach, Elijah had that little incident at the end. Overall, he struggled the last couple of games. What have you seen from him as a freshman trying to get back on track over the last month?
I think just the pace of the game. The game is faster. The guys are much stronger. Trying to get him to pick up, you know, not only the defensive side of the ball, but the offensive side of the ball. Again, not waiting, being able to move, not standing in one place, not killing your dribble, picking your dribble up, you know, things like that. So I think his adjustment is normal. I mean, he's getting an opportunity that a lot of freshmen don't, you know, with playing time, consistent playing time, and I think he'll continue to get better. You know, but we have to keep working with him, learning how to play the game on both sides of the ball.
Coach, even with the loss tonight, is there any relief in seeing the performance from JJ tonight?
No relief at all. You know, I don't like losing. They don't like losing. I think again we came down here. You know, it's a very confident group. You know, and you know we wanted to play better. You know, we step on the court. We try to win the game. You know, again, JJ. You know, we know what JJ can do, but we need 5 guys. You know, I just didn't think. You know, I think he kept us in it. You know, he made some shots, but then other guys, you know, everybody else, we got to pull our weight. We just didn't do that. We didn't do that today.
Time for one more.
Coach, the message before the Notre Dame game was all about choices. Was it the same message kind of today and at halftime, or what was the message kind of coming into Clemson?
It's always about choices. You know, it's always that message, and you know, again, you know, you have the scout reports. You know, you practice, you go over things. You know, I think if you talk to those guys, I don't think they did anything that was a surprise. So then again, it's our choice. You know, are we going to choose to defend? Are we going to choose not to lose? You know, chase. You know, coming off the stagger screen that we talked about. Are we going to choose? You know, not to flash, you know, and stand there and say I'm open when, you know, that's not going to cut it against Clemson. Again, some of the turnovers that we're having, they're consistent. And we watch film and we show that. And again, I think, you know, we have to do a better job of trying to get that message across, and our guys got to do a better job of receiving it. All right, again, you play against good teams, you can't stand. You can't just plot and stand. Some teams may let you do that. Most good defensive teams won't. So you got to be a mover. You got to move. And then you got to be able to make quick decisions, and we weren't able to do that today.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank